There is a great stigma against anyone with AIDS, which is unfortunate because it causes people not to get tested. So the epidemic is just escalating, especially in this remote bush country in the poor south of Tanzania. It's not convenient, it doesn't have much infrastructure, and no one's helping them. So we decided to do that.
We are suffering for something, but we have to find the light, we have to find the vision, we have to find the way where we can go, that is become Mwangaza.
I went over to Songea in August of 2008 and listened and watched and found out that there is a very significant and serious need to care for children who've been orphaned by the AIDS epidemic.
The depth of the problem in East Africa is so grand in scale that without the enthusiasm of people like us, it just simply wouldn't happen. That's why we have to care about it. It won't happen if we don't care about it.
We are doing this for a lot of people. We are saving children who they can be next generation. They can be leader of those country for later. They can bury us when we get old. They can be doctors. So that is our all effort here we are putting to raise these kids.
Flora had a vision for this from the beginning, that it really is a children's village. Mwangaza Foundation is building a 150-bed orphanage that will be not an institutional style, but duplexes with a central gathering space surrounded by agriculture and farmlands that will produce crops to help feed the children and ultimately produce some income. It's been very important for us to have a local partner because the philosophy of Mwangaza Foundation is that we aren't coming in as an outside group to take over. It's not American technology. This is an African project, and we want to facilitate it to improve the lives of the children and the people there.
Misan Chongerek, my project architect and project manager, she wanted to be able to communicate with the villagers. And what she did is we had a design that approximates this model. We had these very simple wood blocks made. But nobody really understood what we were talking about until she got out the box of blocks and started manipulating them on the ground with all these people. And she sort of generated a design, modifying it from all the things we had thought about, and caught the attention, the imagination, and the enthusiasm of the local folks. So that design is driven by the people there.
And everyone really liked it because the buildings all surround around the well. And well is a very important part of sustainable living on that site because there's no water, there's no power. It's just a big empty lot. So we wanted them to have a very community living around the well.
We approached Engineers Without Borders, which is a national organization. They provide an amazing resource.
One of their goals is to work with the local people. So we have coordinated with a Tanzania hydrogeologist who has helped us understand where and how deep to drill the first well on the site. And we've also working with a Tanzanian well driller who will be drilling the well. We want to hire and involve all the local people as possible.
The government has allocated land in what they call an economic development area outside of Songea for the 25 acres because we were able to show them that this would bring economic development to Songea. But we have a big challenge ahead of us in that we have a very short timeline. The land that we have from the government, we have to get going within 3 years. Otherwise, we will lose that land. We are all volunteers. And we don't have an endowment, we don't have a big pool of donors, and we've been incredibly fortunate that people like the architects, the engineers, they're doing all of the work pro bono because we couldn't do it. That's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars because people care about these children.
Everybody, they work hard and for good from inside too. to help this mission, then we will make a very big difference for these kids. They are not going to be stealing. They are not going to be bad kids. They will grow, and always they will remember Mwangaza Foundation. They will. So I ask, let's hold each other's hands like we are doing, and we will get where we are going.
Kwani